Welcome back to part 3 of the Bowie build. First off, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's sent me DMs, messages with support for the first two videos. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you can jump on the videos, like, subscribe, share. If I can get them growing a little bit, I might actually do a few more of these build videos. Have a look at a chef's knife, have a look at some of my outdoor knives. Maybe even some leather working. But yeah, massive thank you. Yeah, we've got the Bowie. Came out of the heat treat. I was able to pull the warp out with just a bit of a shim temper. I'm pretty happy with that. There's a little bit left just right at the tip. I'm going to pull that out with the grinder. Part 3, we're going to be looking at the construction of the guard, the butt cap, the pommel nut, the handle. We're also going to be doing the finish the beveling, hand sanding. We'll probably get this pretty close to finished. Just leave the etching and stuff for the final part. But yeah, let's have a look at the design. I'll show you what I've been doing. Okay, you can see here I've just printed out a couple extra copies of the just the handle construction, the handle design. Off camera, just because it was actually pretty boring. But I took that large bit of stainless, chucked it in the forge, heated it up, and I was able to get a nice bit of guard stock material. So that'll form the guard there. There's our block of handle material. Really nice fiddleback blackwood. And I was just cut a slice off. Just that'll be the butt cap. So that should come up pretty nice. We'll tackle that later on in the video, but yeah, I just want to show you that now. Let's jump over to the grinder and we'll get these bevels going. Alright, so I finished the bevel grinding with the grinder, the 2x72. I then ran it over the disc sander just to flatten it out. I struggle with these plunge lines a little bit today. I'll have to fix them up a little bit with the hand sanding, but yeah, no, it should come up pretty well. It's all at 400 grit now, so I'll probably chuck down, start some hand sanding, and waste some hours doing that. Let's get to it. Alright, so I finished hand sanding. It's all at 600 grit. Took me about 3 hours just to do that. But yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with it. So now I'm sort of done with the blade at this point. So I'm just going to chuck some painter's tape on it, just some masking tape, just to protect it while I do the guard fit up and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll get started on the guard and we'll see if we can get that done today. I've got night shift tonight, so I should probably have a sleep. All right, so I've got the guard material here. I actually forged it a little bit skinnier than I originally wanted. That's alright though, because I was gonna get rid of that spacer and try and keep it as a longer single guard. This will look a bit better, I reckon, just having that a little bit smaller there and just having that nice guard transition straight in the handle. So what I'm doing here, I've just got my drawing here. Don't worry, it's not blood, it's layout fluid. But yeah, I've just got the guard material here, and I'm just gonna roughly put it over where I need it to be. Just give myself a couple little rough scratch marks there. And then I'm gonna chuck this on here. How am I gonna do that? Oh, wait. Can you say that? Just like that. I'm going to give myself a scratch there, a scratch there. So that tells me where the blade matches up with the guard. And now I need mark there, mark there. And that there is where my tang's going to be, in that line there. So I'll fast forward this bit, and we'll get this in the mill. So, I don't really know how to explain this. But the knife is now no more. Thanks for sticking with me through this build. I'm gonna have to start again. Yeah, I don't really know what to do. Hey guys, I'm back. I took a little bit of a break off this Bowie. It was to catch up with other orders, but there was more to it. I wasn't gonna show you, but I think it's no point not showing is I'm pretty transparent about this sort of stuff. But as I was hitting on the guard of the old Bowie, I broke it at a pretty bad spot. I think I know what happened. So I cut those shoulders in just where the guard goes, and it was a little bit too square. Just caused a bit of a stress riser, and when I was hitting the guard on, it just snapped off. So that's why I took the break from this. I was a little bit frustrated. But what I have done, I've got another one. I've forged it exactly the same as the rest of the video. I've profiled it, ground in the bevels, hand sanded it. So I'm up to exactly where I was. My young fella's a dinosaur. So while I was doing that, I got some proper size M mills in the mail, so I chucked that back in the mill, and now it fits up so much better. I'm actually kind of glad that this broke. It was a bit of a learning experience for me, you know, like, so just cutting in these shoulders a bit more of a radius so as to not create as many stress rises, and I did it after the heat treat as well. So I have actually bent this to see if it'd snap, and it didn't, so I'm pretty happy with it. Anyway, so let's just get this guard fit up properly. Just chuck some files on it and welcome back. Okay, that was a bit of a mission, but we've got perfect guard fit up. Like, that's just a bit of dirt. Perfect guard fit up all the way around. Now we just got to shape that. Okay, so I was just looking at this. Obviously my guard stock material is not big enough to just cut that out. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do something like that. And then heat that tip up and just bend it over the anvil. So I reckon that'll work. Hopefully that's long enough. I'm just going to have to try and get as much length as possible, actually. But yeah, that should work fine. Let's get that happening. Alright, so we might finish the video there. We've got the guard all fit up, rough shaped. I still need to heat that up, bend that forward, bend that back, but it's looking pretty good. Nice tight fit up. You saw in the video that I made a second knife. I got all the bevels ground, hand sanded, all that jazz, guard fit up. So I reckon next video we'll tackle the handle fit up. We'll get on that on there. We'll get the butt cap sorted with the pommel nut. That might do that video. Oh, look, I was only planning on doing 3 videos for this build, but it looks like it'll be 5 or 6 by the end of it. You know, just obviously handle fit ups, and then the etching and finishing of the blade, and a leather sheath. I kind of have a lot of ideas that I want to throw into this sheath, but I don't know if it's what the customer's after. So I might have to do a second Bowie build just so I can go nuts on the sheath. All right, thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for the support over the broken knife. See you in the next one.